Hey guys, thanks for joining me. Man, oh man, the crap that's going on now. Now, I just got off from work, okay? So, sorry, but it did try to make my hair cute. Tamar, Tamar Braxton. Now, y'all know I don't do this celebrity stuff. I quite frankly am not that impressed by celebrities. But man, her stuff is so messy. I found myself going, what? What? Now, I only like to talk about things I have experienced. I find that if I only talk about my experiences, then I can't get into so much trouble. Okay, so I've dated white guys, but I have actually dated someone who looks like JR. And the first time I saw a picture of him, I'm like, girl, you in so much trouble. Holy crap, guys. Yeah. Oh, I just want to say I do realize that I did mispronounce her name, and I realize now it is pronounced Tamar. So please forgive me when you hear me murdering her name in the rest of the video. Thanks.
Every single day, I'm gonna make something great. That's my way. Every single day.
First of all, you cannot judge a book by its cover, and I am well aware of that. But I did kind of jump to, conclusions about him, so I thought it was only fair that I do a little Googling. And I'll be damned if the circumstances weren't similar. Now, with the guy I dated, former military, okay, married twice. One was his high school sweetheart, stayed married almost 20 years. When he was due to get out of the military, he jumped ship. He didn't even go home when he got discharged. He went somewhere else. And then he married her. And then he also adopted her kids. Now, already, just the way he did that was messy. But there was something about him. One, he was enjoyable to talk to. I mean, absolutely enjoyable to talk to. But there was something about him that always made me feel unsettled. Now, there is something called the abandonment complex, which is something I've never had. But with that man, I always felt like he could just disappear just like that one day. And that was the thing that really bothered me. I think the word is mercurial. I may have to get Google to go ahead and pronounce that for me. Google, can you do that?
Mercurial.
Undertaking a series of performances, stepping in and out of situations and identities. Thank you. But his whole focus was one, money. I mean, you've got a whole ass family and you got kids going to college, because one of his daughters was the same age as mine. And my daughter was going to college that year, so was his. But then that second marriage, now he's got 5 and 7-year-olds. He could never make enough money to cover all of that child support. It finally dawned on me that he was looking for a woman with a little bit of money, and he was willing to be and this is what he said: Sheila, I'm a dog, but I'm a good dog. And if you're the right woman, I'm the dog you can trust. I'll never leave your side. I'll fetch whatever you need me to fetch. I mean, and he was dead serious. But I knew that based on his needs, even though I owned a small, successful little business, I wasn't making that kind of money. I knew he needed a bigger fish than me. And the fact that I always felt like he could disappear at any moment without a trace. One day I just packed his bag and told him, when I got back, You need to be gone. Now, was he a terrible person that I thought he would rob me blind or something while he was at the house by himself? No, I didn't think that about him. But I do know he was goal-oriented and he knew what he needed. And he was not going to stop until he got the thing he needed. And I knew I wasn't enough. And I figure this is what happened to Tamara. I hope I'm saying her name right. She didn't know him that well. I mean, for all intent and purposes, you might as well say she met him online, because she met him on a dating show. Same thing. And yes, he owns a small, successful lawyer firm, but boyfriend got kids, a whole lot of kids. He really needed to snag a woman with some money. Now, one of the things that came up in all this online drama was the fact that she said he used her credit card to fund a fling with another woman. And the first thing I thought was, why on earth would he have her credit card? He got a small business. He looked more like a rock star than a lawyer to me. You know, he looked like he doing okay, and then I remembered the kids. And the fact that Tamara seems to be desperate to love. She probably gave him the damn credit card. And because in her mind, she considered them still married, separated, and trying to work on the marriage, she probably just decided or forgot to ask for it back. And see, that was the other thing. Just like the guy I knew, you know, left his marriage and went somewhere else just like that. Well, it seems to me that that's how Tamara got him too. He was somewhere else and left that just like that and went to her. And then she married him. Now, he's saying that, first of all, we've been separated for 6 months, so even if I was seeing someone, it shouldn't be a problem. But, I mean, exactly how long were they married? I saw someplace that they were only married 61 days. I mean, how long were they married before the separation came in? You know what? This is what I think. I think he saw the name Braxton and was thinking money. And then when he got there, it's old money. And when I say old money, let's face it, none of them making any music, really. Not really. Or, you know, not really. So they don't have any real fresh money coming in. So basically, you know, he's thinking, oh man, I hit the jackpot. And then he gets there and everything dusty. And once he realized he was not going to achieve his objective, being married to her, he probably started cooling down. And she probably felt the cool down. But, you know, if there are any kids in the room, make them leave. Because I'm going to say something very, very honest to you. Don't ever sleep on a white man in bed, okay? Just like a brother, when a brother makes love to a woman, he's all over. You know, it's just caress and you know what I'm saying. When a white guy makes love to a woman, he ain't making love. It's a war, baby. He will have you off the bed, on the floor, down the steps, and across the street. And he ain't stopping until every single box is checked. And if you've never had a man make love to you that way, it is not something you easily forget. And Miss Braxton is having a hard time letting go of that. That man could drag her through the mud and she would still hold on because she cannot give up those memories. And that's basically where she is. You know, I mean, I'm not going to show you all the videos. One, because I don't want my video demonetized. Everybody who showed those videos are taking a chance of being demonetized. I'm not trying to do that. So you can watch them anywhere on YouTube. But you can see that the girlfriend is unhinged. She has lost her friggin' mind. And the fact that he sent her the divorce notice by text and basically said, I just don't want you anymore, was just more than she could handle. And I feel so bad for her, because you know what? She probably was in love with him. Because those men can be extremely, extremely charming. I know mine was extremely charming. But there comes a point where you know whether or not you're enough. And when that point comes, you need to get out, and get out right then and there. If you don't, you get dragged the way Tamar is getting dragged. That man has embarrassed her so bad it's ridiculous. And yes, I saw the video where he explained everything about the credit card. You know what? I guarantee you he led her on. In his mind, he was thinking, well, I don't want to be too harsh on her, so I'll let her think we can still be friends, while we try to get our relationship back together. Whereas a black man would have just said, baby, we done. Now, if you want to come to my birthday, if you want to do that and you want to buy me something expensive, that's on you. But it ain't going to get you nowhere. See, a white guy is not going to say that to you, because he doesn't want to hurt your feelings. But he expects you to read between the lines and figure it out for yourself. And Tamar didn't, because she was too invested. So at this point, girlfriend just needs some counseling, because that man ain't coming back. And quite frankly, she should hope that she doesn't still want him back. So that's my video. I just had to get my 2 cents in. And as I said, this was my opinion, not speaking for everybody. I just wanted to tell you the similarities of what I experienced and what I thought the first time I saw him. And then when I did the research, it turns out pretty much the same personality. So until next video, take care, stay blessed. Thanks for coming. Bye.